on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the vlog. As you see, I finally got all the parts in. We are going to go through the boxes and we're going to discuss what we are using to rebuild the G. So give me a second. Let me either get a tripod or maybe get a Chris. We hold the camera and start opening some stuff. Starting off, what we got some OEM replacement parts. I was able to find a Midnight Grill mint condition on Facebook Marketplace locally. Huge pickup. I was very sad about losing my other grill. I also was able to pick up some headlights, some gently used headlights. They are peeling a little bit. They were clear coated, so they're peeling, so I gotta get all this off. My old set of headlights I did a long time ago. I painted the inside, I did a lens mod and stuff like that. Unfortunately, during the accident, the right side, the housing cracked. So we're gonna have to mod these. Put in the comments if you want a video of modding your headlights, what you need to do. Picked up a set of Z-Spec bolts. We're just gonna do some carbon bolts. So that's the stainless hardware with a carbon washer. And you can see by the big letters, we got Cybon and we got Z1. Graciously, they were able to expand a partial sponsorship. So that saved a few dollars. It wasn't too cheap, but it wasn't as expensive. So that was able to afford me the hood and also fenders. So these aren't the big flashy fenders like you see with Fly One or Successful Auto. These are vented, but I really wanted to go with these because I believe they're a much closer OEM fit and finish. We'll see that in a little bit when I open them up.
Also, they fit better.
Huh?
They fit better.
They fit better?
Yeah.
So Chris confirms they fit better. Everybody wants the flashiness, so everybody goes for the Successful Auto. I just want OEM, close to fit. I don't want to worry about panel gap or anything like that. So let's see if I made the right decision. The hood will get out in the way. Let me put up a few things. Let's pause on the hood. Let's talk about Z1. I started making a list after I got the quote from the adjuster and we went through all the parts that were damaged and broken. I started making a list, making a spreadsheet, and I looked at some of their recycled parts cost, the OEM cost, and also aftermarket cost. So after looking around, many different vendors, calling around and stuff, looking for local recyclers, looking at local Nissan dealers and stuff like that, I went online. After I started looking online, I saw that Z1's prices are super competitive. And I could basically pay like 1% to 3% more than a recycled part and get brand new OEM. So I loaded up a cart and I reached out to Z1 and I asked them, hey, maybe do you have any extra discounts? I got all these things here I need to buy to rebuild my car. Let me know what you got. Unfortunately, they didn't have any discounts, but they were like, send me the list. Let me see what you're working with. And maybe we might be able to do something. So I sent them a list. Wow, that's a lot of staple. Come here. We got all this stuff. So my whole list, I went through them back and forth. We went through everything. I haven't opened this. It's been sitting in my living room for probably 3 weeks. Z1 right now, they are one of Nissan's top volume reseller for OEM parts for many different applications. And recently they've been stocking their warehouse to stock collision parts. So in full transparency, they were like, hey, let's go ahead, let's sponsor you these parts, and let's get this message out that we just don't only stock maintenance parts, but we actually do stock collision parts. So as you see here, one of the items on the rebuild was a bumper. We got a brand new sport bumper, guys. Brand new Nissan Sport bumper. Look at that. Woo! Come see this. Come see this. That's sick. That's sick. Ain't that cool, Chris? Yeah. That's kind of cool. So Nismo guys, that's a tip right now. If you can find them new, buy them, put it up on a shelf somewhere, because it's not going to be that way soon. We have a bunch of other things. This most likely is the center replacement latch. New air diffuser. That should be it. I have to go through this other box. Hood latch cable. Oh, we all know these clips keep our bumper nice and clean. These things always stretch out, break. Two of these. Very common. Oh yeah, new Infiniti badge. If you look over here, I lost my badge when I hit Bambi. It just totally popped off. So, a brand new badge. Now some bracketry and hardware. These are bumper brackets for the corner of the bumpers. This lock assembly. These brackets are the biggest thing. These things actually bent when I hit the deer, and I tried to straighten them in our last video. It didn't work out. They actually locked in on one of the hood latches, and I had to friggin' sawzall it off. The latch parts there, some clips. It's funny enough, because this part, there's two different parts for this. There's a sport version, and then there's a journey version. Yeah, I didn't know there was different until looking it up. So parts like these, collision parts like these, is what they're starting to stock. So really, if you guys get into any wrecks or anything like that, and you get your quote, you get your insurance money, check out Z1 and their prices. Yeah, they sell a lot of OEM parts. That's why they could drive down the price so much, because the volume is so high. Okay, hood time. Let me get a tripod for Chris.
All right. We're getting ready for import line. It's summer 2024.
Man, that would be
Nashville, Tennessee.
that would be a good meet. Evening meet. I want to get me some low glow LEDs.
Good. The meet's gonna be at night too.
Yeah, so it'll show up well. Hold that side. Yeah. So that's nice. That is nice. Let's go ahead and just grab this. Come over here.
Like, less than 10 pounds.
And that's the thing with good carbon fiber companies, they don't have a lot of filler, you know? There's the skeleton, and then there's the carbon fiber face. Yeah, these are really freaking light. Holy shit. Okay. All right, I'm really liking this. So, on other manufacturers, I was worried because like I said, I wanted an OEM-like fit. Everything is drilled, even the back hole here. We have all of our mounting holes. Everything is pre-drilled. They even have the holes here for the splash guards. So they even account for the factory splash guards. Let me go get one of the factory fenders and I'll show you guys. So you can see here, I got the factory fender. Let's show them the top. The top here, all the holes are pre-drilled. You're resting that down now. All the tops are pre-drilled. The front is pre-drilled. Even the bottom down here is pre-drilled. What I like is you can see here, the angle. Whew, I guess I was rubbing, huh? The angle of the carbon fiber fender is just about, because it has squared off and it starts rotating. The factory uses these rubber pieces here to align the splash guards. You have,
Fender liner.
sorry, the fender liners. We also have the holes here for all the bottom hardware to fit into. The sockets for the side skirt, all the holes are here, already drilled. I'm very excited. It looks like it's going to be a really clean OEM fit. I also, it's not here yet, but all these little OEM pieces, I ordered from Z1. It's coming in the next week because I didn't see these until I took the fenders off. Even this is a panel alignment fit-in. All this stuff ordered from Z1. How's it looking?
You should leave this exposed.
Carbon on red just goes hard.
It does.
It just goes so hard. Look at that corner. Oh man. Jeez.
Ah, it looks so good.
It looks so good. I wanted to make sure everything fit properly, it looked properly, everything aligned properly. And with Cybon, I was very rest assured and certain that everything would be. The hood looks so good. I want to do the other side. Man, I saw that. Y'all saw that. He's going to drop my shit. We're going to do the other side, kind of line everything. I want to put the hood on, see if everything lines up properly. And everything does line up properly. Take everything back off and paint. All right, I'm going to have to eat my words. It's close, but no cigar. We already had to drill one hole to try and make it fit, and we're losing light. So let's go ahead and open his bumper before Chris gets to go. Oh, that's a nice resealable thing. Look at that. New. This paper it's kind of sticky. Check that out. Just waiting to get painted. So we'll see how long that stays. But the garage is a mess. I gotta try and get it back put together. But that's a preview. Hey guys, welcome back. It's another day. My son Xavier and I, we've been working on the fenders. I unwrapped the secondary one and I put it out in the sun, and 2 of them was baking this morning. I wanted to head kind of like with fiberglass parts on shipping, you kind of heat it and you'll be able to kind of move it around. So this is kind of fiberglass base with carbon top. So I left it out and we kind of got it fitted. We got this fender fitted and then we got the fender on the other side. There's two things I want to show you. We tried this fender first the last time with Chris and we elongated this hole. That's the only hole that we had to elongate. Everything else bolts up. These two holes here bolt up. The bottom bolts up. And then on the front here, this bracket bolts up. Everything else would be for the front bumper connection and also in the headlights. Ooh, this is hot. This was in the sun. So some big distinctions between the carbon fiber fender from Sibon and the factory fender. The Sibon fender has all these top holes. We have these also that mounts to the bumper, but the carbon fiber fender does not have this lower bracket and this rear headlight perch. So this rear headlight perch, this lower bracket, it does not have, but it does have all the other mounting points so far that I could see to line everything else up. Another note, you will either have to transfer these hardware over here, these clips, here for the shield, this for the bumper, and this centering one for the bumper too, the lower bumper. Got the top bolted in, we push it in, bolted it in, has a nice gap with the hood. The bumper, we bolted in the factory holes as it came with, but the gap gets tighter in the bottom. So I may take a drill and elongate the holes this way, that way we can shift the fender forward a little bit and equalize this gap. My biggest issue right now is the top fitment on the fender. This whole part seems tweaked. If you can see here how it lines up with the factory body, there's this big old gap. Like I say, it's twisted this way. It does line up on the top of the fender, so I don't know if we can heat this up with a heat gun. I want to double check with my Bodywork friend, and if we can heat up a heat gun and kind of like mold it and rotate it in to fit flusher. We tried to combat this on the other side. What we did on the other side, we left all the other bolts off and fastened this bolt first, just in case I was thinking that this is the key to lining up this part, but it's not. By using the factory hole that it came with, the unmodified hole, it's too high onto the A pillar. So this definitely needs to be elongated to shift the fender down a little bit. And then we may see if this is actually curved better than that side. This side is kind of lining up a little nicer because we already had everything on and left this off last. So now we're just gonna take this off. Everything else gap-wise on this side fit well. So I think I'm only gonna elongate this one hole to kind of bring this down. Everything else lined up fine. So we're gonna elongate the bottom parts on that side and elongate the top one on this side and try again. Well guys, check that out. Xavier was a huge help. We got some stuff lined up. We're just throwing on the old bumper there for now. I know the light's very extreme from outside to inside the garage. I do apologize for that. But we got a quick looky-loos. A quick looky-loos. This side, like I said, we kind of lined it up much better. We still could probably do some things with my Bodywork friend. Shave that, get that in there, probably bond it a lot better. But this side, I don't know. We may have to definitely try a few things. The headlights does sit in there. The back of the headlight has a little bracket that clips in the back here. So that's fine. But there she blows. It's kind of a shame we're going to paint this, especially because look at this weave. Look at how that weave lines up. All the way down. Oh my god. It's looking good. It's looking good. It's a pain in the butt. I would throw a brand new bumper on there, but it's a brand new bumper from Nissan. So that definitely is going to line up. There's really no need to test fit that. The headlights just pushed in there. The bumper just pushed on there. So you have to excuse those gaps. I still have all the piddly stuff to change out under the hood that got damaged in the accident. But you guys don't need to see that boring stuff. I'll get that done. We'll get these parts painted. Hit that like, hit that sub. Don't forget, follow up, hit that bell so you know when we drop in the next video. And until the next time, y'all take it easy.